Feimster here again. Lovely morning in the park. Today I want to talk about the first article, second section, third paragraph, part one. The third paragraph I have to do in two parts. And understand that this paragraph, what I want to have today, no longer applies. It was amended, the Constitution was amended, so what I'm about to show you that was originally written no longer applies, but it's very important to understand the history of the Constitution, because since the Constitution was ratified and then the first 10 amendments to the Bill of Rights were ratified, there's only been 17 other amendments within the 230 years so since then. So anytime there's an amendment, it makes history, and there's a history behind it. So, and we have to, when there is an amendment, we have to say, what was it changing? And this is probably, for a lot of people, one of the most controversial parts of the Constitution, what they call the 3/5 rule. So, let's take a look at it. Representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states, which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all other persons. Now, the indentures are the bonded were the indentured servants. Those are people that came over from Europe, and what happened was they agreed to give a certain amount of service to somebody for the passage, and so they were counted in the population. Okay, the Indians didn't pay taxes, so they didn't count them in the population. The 3/5 other persons were black slaves, and the South, the slave states wanted to count them all, and the free states didn't want to count any. So this is how the 3/5 rule worked out. Suppose a state has a population of 200,000. 100,000 are free people, and 100,000 are other persons. For the purposes of representation, the slave states want to count all 200,000, while the free state only wants the state to count the 100,000 of free people. So how this works is the population of 200,000 will count 100,000 of the free people and 3/5 of other persons, or 3/5 of 100,000, which is 60,000. So the population counted for the purpose of representation will be 160,000. Okay, so understand that this whole part no longer applies, but it's very important to understand the history. And a lot of people go, well, the Constitution was racist because of the 3/5 rule. Well, there was racism at the time. Okay, and they had to come up with this compromise to get the union together. So this is what they came up with, and eventually it amended out. All right, we're not a perfect nation. We try to strive to a more perfect union, and so I would caution those that want to get rid of the Constitution because of whatever reasons, is that it is a great form of government for us. Okay, most of the time it's not the Constitution's bad, it's that we just have to live up to it. And so that's all I want to have to say for today. Have a lovely rest of the day. Tomorrow I'm not going to do one. It's Lord's Day, so I will come back on Monday. I will see you then. Until then, have a blessed day, and God bless America.